90 seconds. That's all it took for a career to end. And a statement to be made so violent, so emphatic, that the entire light heavyweight division had to take notice. The night Ben Whittaker showed no mercy against Gavazi wasn't just a knockout. It was an execution, a highlight reel destruction that announced Matchroom's newest signing had arrived with devastating intentions. This is the story of when Flash became Fury, and the showboat proved he could absolutely destroy. The pressure was immense. Ben Whittaker had just signed with Matchroom Boxing in a huge promotional splash. Press conferences, Jerry Maguire, show me the money trailers, social media hype campaigns promising the next big thing in British boxing. Eddie Hearn's promotional machine had gone into overdrive, plastering Whittaker's name with superlatives: generational talent, future world champion, the most exciting fighter in the division. But hype means nothing without performance. And Whittaker was coming off the Liam Cameron controversy, a bizarre fight that ended with both men tumbling out of the ring, followed by Whittaker's uncomfortable behavior that left fans questioning his toughness and heart. Can he actually fight when things get tough? Critics wondered. Or is he just an athletic showboat who'll crumble under real pressure? The Gavazi fight was supposed to answer those questions. Ezra Gavazi from Germany came in with a respectable record on paper, the kind of opponent who looks legitimate until the first bell rings. This was Whittaker's chance to silence doubters, prove Matchroom's investment was justified, and show that 7 months away from the ring hadn't dulled his edge. What nobody expected was how quickly and violently he'd deliver that proof. From the opening bell, something was different about Ben Whittaker. Gone was the pure showboating, the excessive movement, the theatrical antics that had defined his earlier career. Whittaker circled with predatory patience, measuring distance, studying his opponent's movements. This wasn't the reckless showboat anymore. This was a calculated hunter waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And then he found it. The combination was beautiful in its brutality. Head, body, head. Whittaker's hands blurred as he attacked Gavazi's high guard, slipping punches through gaps, targeting the liver with vicious intent. The German fighter had absolutely no answer, no defense, just standing there absorbing punishment like a heavy bag. Down went Gavazi. The first knockdown came with stunning efficiency. Whittaker had set it up perfectly, mixing his attack, keeping Gavazi guessing, then exploding with the kind of combination that showcased everything he'd been working on with Andy Lee. That's what we've been waiting to see, the commentary team noted. Real punching power from Whittaker. Gavazi pulled himself up at the count of 8, his legs shaky, his confidence shattered. He'd come to fight, to compete, to make a name by upsetting Matchroom's new golden boy. Instead, he was discovering the gulf between looking good on paper and actually being good in the ring. Ben Whittaker didn't give him a chance to recover, didn't show mercy, didn't allow any breathing room. He stalked forward with the calm confidence of a fighter who knows the end is near, cutting off the ring, trapping Gavazi against the ropes. The final combination came with ferocious intent. Whittaker loaded up on his punches, sitting down on every shot, generating the kind of power that comes from perfect technique meeting physical gifts. Headshots, body shots, uppercuts, hooks. Everything landed clean because Gavazi simply had no defense. Down went the German fighter again. This time there was no getting up. Gavazi crumpled to the canvas in a heap, his body language screaming defeat before the referee even started counting. The official waved it off immediately. No count needed, no point in continuing. 90 seconds. That's all it had taken. Ben Whittaker had just scored the most emphatic, violent highlight reel knockout of his career on his Matchroom debut. As Whittaker celebrated, the implications rippled through the light heavyweight division. This wasn't just beating an overmatched opponent, though Gavazi was certainly that. This was about how Whittaker had done it. The power, the precision, the ruthless finishing instinct that had been questioned after the Cameron fight. He's trained with Andy Lee, and you can see the difference, analysts noted. He's sitting down on his shots now. That's real punching power. The criticism was fair. Gavazi was clearly outmatched, a fighter whose record looked decent, but whose skills were exposed as limited the moment real competition appeared. Liam Cameron would have beaten him easily. Anthony Yarde in his current diminished form could have handled him, but that doesn't diminish what Whittaker accomplished. When you're the favorite, when you're supposed to win, the job is simple. Do it impressively. Don't struggle. Don't make it competitive. Destroy the opposition and move on. Whittaker had done exactly that. Still, questions lingered in the aftermath. At 28 years old, with only his 11th or 12th professional fight, Whittaker needed more ring time, tougher opposition, real tests that would reveal his actual ceiling. Is it world title level? Critics wondered. Could he hang with David Benavidez or the elite light heavyweights? The jury remained out. Whittaker had shown flashes of brilliance mixed with moments of concerning behavior. He had the athleticism, the speed, the growing power. But did he have the heart for war, the chin to take big shots, the technique to outbox elite competition? The Gavazi demolition provided highlight reel footage, but few real answers. It was a perfect Matchroom debut, violent, quick, promotional gold. But the path forward required tougher challenges. Fighters like Zach Parker, Craig Richards, or the winner of upcoming eliminator bouts. Eddie Hearn had a potential star on his hands. The question was whether he'd build him properly or rush him into deep water before he was ready. The night Ben Whittaker showed no mercy against Gavazi will be remembered as the moment Matchroom's investment looked justified. 90 seconds of violence that announced a fighter evolving from pure showboat into legitimate threat. The athleticism was always there. Now the power was emerging. The question that remained was simple. How far could it take him? In 2025, Whittaker had fought just 3 rounds across all his fights combined. For a 28-year-old prospect, that's nowhere near enough activity. The trajectory needed to accelerate. The opposition needed to improve. And the real tests needed to come soon. Because highlight reel knockouts of overmatched opponents are fun. But they don't build champions. Only war does that.